So we are going to look at this pay stub. This isn't the broken down one that has literally, it tells you everything that comes out. But it does have, you see the total deductions and then the total revenue. So you'll see what I got in my pocket. Now, I told you I was on track for a really good week. This is not, let's get official. This is not my definition of a really good week. Only because, you know, the revenue was good, but my expenses were really high. What they did is they took out more money because I got paid a lot more this time. So, because I bought a refrigerator and I'm basically paying them payments. It was like $500. My flatbed equipment was like $3,400. You know, that's stuff that if you're gonna have to pay for. Definitely, if you go flatbed, you got a larger overhead at first, but it'll pay off in the long run. So don't let that scare you. You know, they take, I think it's like $60-70, and when you make more, they take more apparently. But let's look at this. I should have did this the other way. Man, oh man. Yeah, I should have definitely did this camera the other way. I'm gonna see if this is gonna get it. All right. So you see, I got 3 trips, 1, 2, and 3. You know, not a whole lot. I had not a bad week in miles, 35, 34. You know, people think they can't get those miles at Prime. This is a week. So week paycheck, 3,550, 34 miles is what I ran. All right, I was getting, I told you I was running hard. All right, revenue, $4,221.04. Reimbursed $2,450. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I gotta go through my check stub myself. I've been busy. Paid $827.10 in fuel. That's not bad for all those miles that I ran. And this made my check less too. I did get a $201 advance when I got my dog because I couldn't get more cash out the ATM, so I took a cash advance. And other deductions, this is at $17.99. This is what they took out for like all my flatbed equipment and some other stuff. So, and that's the truck payment and all that stuff. So, excess mileage, $88.35. Anything over, I think it's 3,000 miles they charge you for, and it's not really a big deal. I don't know, they gave me 2 cents for something. All right, you see my check was $13.30. You know, I don't, my check, if I could have not had all those expenses, I would have got probably about a good $1,800, $2,000 check. But until my flatbed equipment's paid off, you know, this is what we got right here, $13.30. All right, and this is with the truck payment. You know, I didn't want to show y'all those other videos. Hopefully y'all saw all this, and I don't have to do this video again. But I didn't want to show y'all my other check stub, like definitely the first one, because I didn't have a truck payment. You know, I made $2 grand, but that's only because I didn't have a truck payment. All right, but you know, that's for a week right there, $13.30. It would have been a little higher, probably about around $1,500-1,600. But they took out some extra stuff, so I myself, like I said, I got to go review. They have one of the email that you can get emailed to you that tells you. You know, it's not just like this where it just says other deductions and it has a cumulative amount. You know, it tells you everything that they take out. So, man, if you guys want to see that one, you know, I might post that up, just like a few second video, and then so you guys can pause it and you can just look at it yourself. Try obviously get my personal information off of it, but I need to get them printed out. That's what I need to do. Start figuring out a system so I can print those out, because I don't like staring at all those numbers on a computer. I like to look at a piece of paper. But they do email you the settlements. But yeah, man, that's my pay from last week. This week's gonna suck. Like, I'm probably not even gonna break 1,000, you know, depending on the load that I get tomorrow. Only because I had to pretty much shaft this week up, you know, and take this short run. This load was 200 miles coming here, only paid me $534, something like that. Let me see how much this load paid. Honestly, it's so low, I don't even care. You know, if you get what I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm overstating. Look, let me not overstate. All right, there's the pay stub, $513.20 for this little short load. You know, I mean, this is almost $2. Well, that is about $2 a mile. But you know, that little bit of revenue over the course of 3 days is what you need to look at. You know, if you can run that short load as a team, pick it up, and drop it the same day and then pick something else up, almost LTLing, you know, in the same day, then it wouldn't be bad on you. But for a solo driver that picked it up over the weekend, which I'm not complaining because it got me to Springfield, is where I needed to come to get my truck fixed. And once we get this issue fixed, we can get back on the road and get back to rolling and making that $4,000 revenue checks. You know what I'm saying? Not to my pocket, but to Robert Lowe. Shout out to you, Mr. Lowe. That's the owner, president, and CEO of Prime Inc. You know, they're making that money, and I get deductions taken out, which, I mean, I take that back. They're not making $4,000 because that's $4,000. The revenue is to the truck, but I have to pay truck payment, insurance. Obviously, I have to cover my fuel, any maintenance costs, all that stuff. That's pretty much what comes out. But what I was gonna say about that excess mileage, that $88 on there, they add all that stuff and keep it up in an account and it accrues interest. So when you just lease a truck and you pay you turn the truck back in, they generally give you a end of lease bonus check, which is nothing but your own money back with interest, and they're usually about 30 grand, $30,000 to $40,000. It's not a joke. So, I mean, it's your own money though, so it's not like, I mean, it is something, but at the same time, it's your own money. That's all I got, guys. Y'all be easy.